Give you a walk around of this trash picked on its deck. But the first thing that I must have did wrong is this blade, because I'm guessing that the blade bolt's too long. Because I can move this whole blade up and down, and if I move this blade the way it is right now, that motor barely turns, so I ain't got that blade properly on there. Either that or it's just upside down, or I might just have to put one of those plates under there and try to do it that way. Or I can try to get the other blade adapter and try to stick it on there. That's just a little message I just want to stick in this video just before I do a walk around of it and do another stuff. Hey everybody, so this is the motor on its deck. Or on its used Bolin's deck. It kind of looks like a Murray deck, but it's not. And I've realized that this recoil goes a lot more than it did. It's kind of like the 450E Briggs that we have. If you let go of this, like if you do this right here, that just sucks in a whole lot more. But I'm not even going to bother putting a blade brake cable on here. But since that blade is loose, it's acting like there's no blade on there. So, see, it's acting like there's no blade, but don't start one of these with no blades because there's not enough weight on that crankshaft, and if it doesn't have its what am I trying to say? Momentum, it's that thing's just gonna kick back, and it's hit my friend Chris right in the belly, and it made him bleed, and it was pretty painful. So I took the muffler off of the 3.75 and I stuck it on this one. Hopefully the rings ain't worn. It could just be oil that's packed up in this exhaust. Well, I got it level. I really should check the oil in this too. It's literally, it's right where that arrow is. So it's overfilled. It might burn off over time, just like that one was when I found it. But this exhaust came with that 3.75, like I said. And the one weird thing about this deck is that, look at this, I can actually adjust the handlebars wherever I want it to. It will stay up like that when it wants to, and put it down like that. You can hear the frogs over there. But people are wanting to see this thing running. I don't want to get it running yet. I need to work on the carburetor because it's stopped up. So that's going to be a bummer for me getting that cleaned. But I actually like this mower. It's a pretty good one. The engine is pretty good. But I tried to do a throttle setup here because if you can tell how this is hooked up in here, it's hooked up the way it should be. But I had to put it right here because if I put it right here, it would just be too long. There's a shitload of wildlife crawling out around this since I have it sitting here. But I'm just going to have to keep it this way because it's kind of like the 3 horsepower that I had, which apparently lost its spark. Maybe the points went bad, but it's just kind of like a mega throttle like it is right now. So maybe about right here is maybe it's a good throttle adjustment. But yeah. It still primes, but as you can see, this primer bulb is practically gone. I am going to have to replace that. There's cracks all around it, but luckily it still primes. You can see it. And I put fuel stabilizer in this gas, and there's actually good gas in here. But it's just that throttle linkage, though. But, yeah. That's that. I have something else I want to show you guys, too. Let's just head back here. Here it is. It's this thing. I'll actually give you a startup of this one. That's a McCulloch Mini Mac 30. This thing is hard to keep running, and I still need to tune the carburetor a little bit. But I'll see if I can ever get it to start.